Well, this is looking like a reunion of sorts. Everybody's so happy to see each other on such a beautiful day here in the River City, wouldn't you say? Couldn't be a more beautiful day. Well, good morning to all of our distinguished guests, colleagues, our friends. It is with great pride that we are gathered here for such a special occasion as this today. A big welcome to each and every one of you. I am Dawn Lopez, and I have the honor as serving as your Director of Community Engagement and Special Projects at the Jacksonville Transportation Authority. And at JTA, we begin each day with our monthly safety message. And for this month of April, it is think safe, work safe, be safe. And this mindset has been especially critical throughout the development of a major project, as you can imagine, like this one. Now, I am truly honored to welcome you to the ribbon cutting ceremony for a milestone project for not just our city, but the transportation industry as a whole. The JTA Autonomous Innovation Center, and you can call it AIC for short, because you'll get to know this facility just like we have. Come to know it and love it right here on Jefferson Street in downtown Jacksonville and La Villa. Now, I would like to ask our Vice Chair of JTA's Board of Directors, Andre Wallace, to come forward, and please give him a warm welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Automation Innovation Center of La Villa. Long time coming, but it is here. On behalf of the Jacksonville Transportation Authority Board of Directors, it is an honor to stand before you today to celebrate a landmark achievement for our city. But I'd also like to take a moment to officially welcome 3 new board members to the JTA Board of Directors: Max Glober, Donnie Horner, and Mrs. Elaine Brown. Thank you for being here. But more importantly, thank you for your commitment and for your service to our city. I'd also like to recognize Board Secretary Pat Sams and former board chairs Mrs. Debbie Buckland and Mrs. Ari Jolly, both who were instrumental in leading the JTA to this very moment for which we're here today. Today marks a long-awaited milestone for JTA board members, executive leadership team, and the JTA staff. A moment that truly reflects the power of innovation, the strength of collaboration, and the impact of forward thinking and vision. This state-of-the-art facility marks the dawn of a new era in mobility, making history as the first of its kind for the Jacksonville Transportation Authority and our entire nation. Thank you. As a board, our role is to provide strategic oversight, offering a broader perspective to the work being done by the JTA team. As we stand here today, we should all recognize that autonomous vehicles are not just futuristic concepts, but a tangible solution for the evolving needs for public transportation. The flexibility to adapt routes, respond dynamically to ridership, and foster economic development are compelling advantages we must embrace. The Bay Street Innovation Corridor represents the JTA's initial foray into this future, and the Automation Innovation Center at La Villa is the heartbeat of this respective program. This location, a key gateway into our downtown, has transformed from a vacant parking lot into a hub of autonomous vehicle innovation, a center that will not only serve Jacksonville, but has positioned our city and our state as the leader in the transformative industry nationwide. The Automation Innovation Center and the Bay Street Innovation Corridor continues to send a powerful message, And that message is Jacksonville is open for business and ready to embrace cutting-edge technology. We've already seen the tangible benefits. In my role as Jax USA president, we work with the Florida's Department of Commerce Secretary Alex Kelly, Mayor Donna Deegan and her team, the Jacksonville City Council, and JTA to recruit Holon, an international pioneer in autonomous mobility, to Jacksonville as a place to invest and grow in the United States. The U2C program and the public-private partnerships are precisely the kinds of community collaboration that fuse economic growth, attracts talent, and enhances our city's reputation on a global stage. The Automation Innovation Center at La Villa is more than just a building. It is a symbol of Jacksonville's ambition, our commitment to progress, and our belief in a vibrant and prosperous future. Thank you for being here this morning.
Thank you, Mr. Wallace. I'm sorry, I just love the music. This is one of my karaoke songs. Love some Bon Jovi. All right, and now it is my great pleasure to introduce a Jacksonville native and someone who has witnessed, supported, and deeply values the growth and transformation of our city. Please join me in welcoming the Honorable Mayor Donna Deegan.
Good morning, everybody. What a great day in Jacksonville. We gathered at this location nearly a year ago. Can you believe it's been nearly a year? It was an empty lot. And today, the Autonomous Innovation Center stands as a symbol of Jacksonville's bold vision. We stand at the intersection of public transit, autonomous vehicles, AI, and the technology that will power our future. And we do so as a national leader in this space. It shows what's possible when we move boldly forward together. Congratulations are most certainly in order for Nat Ford and JTA for their vision. Thank you so much. Their hard work, yes, their commitment to making this day possible. It is now a shared vision for the city of Jacksonville, one that binds our local, state, and federal governments with industry titans like Holon, Beep, and Balfour Beatty. I could not be prouder that we are at the forefront of this innovation. Jacksonville is the first city in the country to deploy autonomous vehicles and AI-powered traffic management at this scale in the public transit system. The Autonomous Innovation Center will serve as the nerve center for this effort. As the first phase of the Ultimate Urban Circulator starts along the Bay Street corridor this summer, I cannot wait to take a test drive. This work makes sense for Jacksonville. As the largest city by land mass in the contiguous U.S., we simply could not wait to have experience in the future of transportation. Our more than 840 square miles and thousands of miles of roadway would not allow for that to happen. But it's not innovation just for innovation's sake. It is work that is an important part of our effort to ignite downtown Jacksonville. It will provide our citizens with another option to move around the area and the surrounding neighborhoods. Mobility options that don't involve a car will become increasingly important as downtown grows in the years ahead. Another big benefit of this project is how it's encouraging private sector investment in infrastructure in our city. It's no secret that the Ultimate Urban Circulator has attracted national and international attention. This project is a big reason why Holon chose Jacksonville to build its U.S. facility to produce autonomous vehicles. It marks Florida's first automotive vehicle manufacturing operation, and it represents a significant economic opportunity. Ah, a bee. You can count on me to scream every time a bee comes into my atmosphere. It represents a significant economic opportunity for Jacksonville and for Northeast Florida. Their $100 million investment in this plant will generate 763 direct and indirect jobs and a nearly $300 million economic benefit. I better get a round of applause for that one. 'Cause, 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 As this industry rapidly grows, so will Jacksonville's economy. The innovation around AI-managed traffic that happens in this building will fit perfectly with the innovation happening across the street at the University of Florida's new graduate campus, which will incorporate artificial intelligence into some of its degrees. On top of that, the Florida Semiconductor Institute will be located here, bringing a $100 million economic impact of its own and innovation in the manufacturing of chips that power the technology of today and tomorrow. All these projects, including the one we are cutting the ribbon on right here today, are investments linked to the tech of our city. It's my hope they're just the start of much more to come. These efforts signal to the world that we are a serious player in the multi-billion-dollar technology space. They show that we're pushing the envelope and that we are open for business when it comes to AI, autonomous vehicles, and jobs in cutting-edge industries. Last year, I noted that too many people believe that Jacksonville can't do big, bold things. There are many more who have thrown around that P word, potential, without much of a vision for how we reach that promise. Today is evidence that those days are over. Today we live up to our moniker as the bold new city of the South, because today we are driving into the future and we are doing it together. Thank you.
Thank you. Right. And that is who we are, right? We have talked about that, and we love our music. We do. Thank you, and so happy you're here, Mayor. And now, author, journalist, professor, elected official, and council liaison for the Jacksonville Transportation Authority. We have a special greeting for you now from Dr. Raman Johnson.
You know, I did a quick Google search, Mayor, when it said the meaning of bees while we were sitting there, and bees actually spiritually mean interconnectedness and a blessing of a job well done. Good morning, my friends. Today, we don't just cut a ribbon, we are cutting a path to the future. Thank you for the warm introduction, and my colleagues that are on the City Council, if you're here, can you just wave your hands or stand? I see former Council President Freeman, and I think former Council Chair Boylan, and I just left a committee that I ran out to get over here. Councilman Amauro's on the way, but thank you for joining us. And on behalf of Council President Randy White and our Vice President Kevin Carrico, we are here to celebrate a moment that's more than just a ceremony. This is a symphony of strategy meeting possibility. And that's why we're here today, right here in this new Autonomous Innovation Center. We aren't just tinkering with the toys of tomorrow. We are building the tools of transformation about today. And these autonomous vehicles that will roll out from this campus are the very movement, they are momentum of a city that refuses to be stuck in neutral. Let's be clear, this is not just about saving federal dollars, although having the opportunity to save money is a good thing, as we know and some people say, but fiscal stewardship is important. However, today we are about ensuring that machine that once carried us over the river is now a foundation that propels us into uncharted waters. This is an opportunity that won't retire a skyway, but that will allow us to have a catalyst for sky-high opportunity. What it means is connection for a city, a people, but most importantly, a purpose. And so today, on behalf of our council, we owe a deep debt of gratitude to the visionaries for investing in the future, like Holon for investing in our people, and Beep for ensuring that these shuttles continue to move, because they are the icons of a safer, smarter, more sustainable transit system. To Nat and the entire team of the JTA, it's vision like this that moves our city forward. So we're thankful for every hand that had a space, every screw that was put on, every space that was built in this building, because this is what it looks like when we get from blueprint to breakthrough. Now, we have to let the world know that Jacksonville is not trailing the future, we're training it. We are not watching innovation happen elsewhere. We are wiring it right here in our neighborhoods, in our cities, with our business community, and certainly with our workforce. And of course, everyone ain't ready to go where we need to go, but readiness is not the prerequisite for greatness. Belief is. And your presence here today says that you believe in the possibility. So as I stand before you, I'm reminded of the words of that great futurist and writer, Octavia Butler, who once wrote, "The only lasting truth is change. This is the truth, and this is that change." So let's honor this moment by embracing that truth. Let's be like Captain Kirk and so many other captains of the Enterprise and boldly go where no one has gone before. Because in Duval, we aren't just taking the wheel, we are redesigning the road. And this is how we get there. Let's move Duval forward. Thank you so much for the great work you're doing. Let's keep moving forward. Thank you, Don.
The mayor said, "Amen." And you can count on Dr. Johnson to preach a good word in due season. And we thank you for it. And now, another one of Jacksonville's very own, someone who played a pivotal role in bringing this groundbreaking project to life. So please join me in welcoming Mr. Joe Moy, Vice Chairman of BEEP.
You know, during this most holy week, I was saying a prayer over there, "Please don't let me be next on the agenda." So, Councilman, that was beautiful. This won't be nearly as eloquent, but what an exciting day, and you know, what an exciting time for our city. You know, I wanted to kind of summarize a number of firsts that this program represents for Jacksonville, for the JTA, and for our industry of autonomous technology. First, this one-of-a-kind command center that you're here in today. I don't know that everybody appreciates the importance of this. For autonomous vehicles to really become an integrated part of extending mobility and accessibility across our country, you have to provide that remote monitoring, that human-in-the-loop experience. You can't just place autonomous vehicles out there without being able to interact with passengers, ensure safety, ensure continuity of service. And that is the core of what this will do. And I think another really exciting first, and this will be news in the future, I will let Mr. Ford share that at an appropriate time, but this will be a location where we will also provide those services for cities and states outside of the Jacksonville area and outside of Florida. So it truly is going to become the cornerstone of this industry, and I think the model that everyone will follow. This is the first public launch of autonomous vehicles in a passenger service at this scale anywhere in the country. Think of that. Now, I am a native of Jacksonville, so I can be a little critical of our city, talking about prior to this mayor. But you know, to be honest, where we held out as the innovators, where we held out as the leaders, we now are, and I think this is just the start of many exciting things to come. One of the prior speakers mentioned the work FSCJ has done here. The first curriculum designed to create the workforce of the future in how we're going to support and service these platforms going forward. Think of that, you know, keeping our citizens and our students here in Jacksonville in high-paying, high-tech jobs and fulfilling the requirements of the manufacturing facility and some of those other things that we've talked about. That is an incredible accomplishment. I saw Dr. Brower out there and Paul earlier. Can't say enough about the work they've done to support this effort. We talked about the first automotive manufacturing in the state of Florida. And one of the biggest incentives that we've ever gotten out of the state of Florida as it relates to supporting these types of economic development opportunities. A lot to be said for the work the mayor, the city council, JAX USA, and Vice Chairman Wallace, and all the great work that was done across the board. First federally approved purpose-built autonomous shuttle ever to be launched in the US of A. I'm not going to go into all the details of that, but trust me, getting something approved in Washington that represents this level of change in how we're going to support and extend mobility across our country has put us on the map in a big way. And I will tell you from personal experience, globally and across our country, everybody has their eyes on this program because of what it represents for the future of transportation. You know, as a kid from Jacksonville, I think I can speak for most of our 904 folks, in saying that the development that's going on in downtown couldn't be more exciting and more motivating. Yes, the traffic snarls and some of those changes are the pains we've got to feel in the short term to get the benefit of the long term. And Mayor, to your credit, what a tremendous level of momentum that we've gained in this downtown area. And I would argue that, the core of any downtown or urban revitalization has to include the backbone of transportation and mobility to access those goods and services and jobs and health care and everything that is coming to this downtown area. Mr. Ford and the JTA team and your board of directors and prior board members that I know are here, your vision for this city and for mobility has put us on the global map in a way that I've never seen before for any city. We won't talk about some of the visitors we're going to have in the very near future. I got a chance to go on a chamber trip earlier this year. I guess it was actually later last year. But nonetheless, what a great experience to look at best practices in other major cities that have gone through a similar redevelopment. They're now coming to Jacksonville to see what we're doing and following our best practices. So just a tremendous accomplishment and a tremendous vision. We're certainly proud to be a small part of this tremendous effort. I wanted to, reinforce and acknowledge Mayor Deegan and her vision and support for this effort and for the whole redevelopment effort. I always use this as a chance to brag a little bit. So the mayor and I were classmates and friends in high school, fellow Florida State graduates, go Noles. Congratulations to my Gators on your national championship. I have a couple of those in the family too. We all have to kind of have our plus. Yeah, that's right. But obviously Mayor Deegan's done a little bit more with her education than I have, so very proud of her and her accomplishments. But I tell you, the other thing I got to experience, and this was referenced earlier, is you look at the City Council, the Chamber, Jax USA, Downtown Vision, DIA, FSCJ, Mayo Clinic, Jacksport, all of these entities, and I know the list goes on, coming together in a public-private partnership to establish this momentum is unlike any level of alignment I've seen in industry. So a lot to be proud of there as it relates to how everyone is working together. Last but not least, I just wanted to, recognize our team at BEEP and your tireless efforts to get us to where we are today, all the team members of the Vision to Reality conglomerate, and specifically Balfour Beatty. They represent a major developer that is doing masterful things in our communities. It's not just about developing the AIC, they're developing MOSH, they developed the JRTC behind us, very involved in the revitalization of our efforts here. And Dave and Kevin, you in particular have been steady hands in a roller coaster ride, so really appreciate your efforts and those of all of our V2R partners. Now, I was going to end with that Duval cheer, but after seeing what our coach did and how many hits he got on social media, I am not going there. So I will just end with a thanks to all and a toast to the future. Thanks.
I'm Duval through and through. I'd have done it with you. We could have got the job done, Mr. Moy. Just know. Well, this one-of-a-kind space began with a bold vision, and today it stands as a reality made possible through collaboration, creativity, and expertise. A project of this caliber demanded a specialized design and a trusted contractor. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Dave Campbell, the Jacksonville Director for Balfour Beatty. Thank you, sir.
Yes, it's been 1 year. It feels like 1 week. Absolutely. And when I sat down with Mr. Ford when we started this, I said, we're going to move at the speed of trust. Construction moves at the speed of trust. And this is proof of that. Absolutely. So, to JTA, thank you for trusting us to build this historic project. Mr. Ford, thank you for your vision. but more importantly, your leadership. I don't know if you get a chance to sit in meetings with Mr. Ford, but the first thing that you start realizing is it's about what can he do, what can JTA do to help the team. It's not about him. It's not about anything else. And that makes the whole team, it's infectious. It makes you want to be part of something bigger. And so thank you. And to Greer, where are you? I can't see it. I'm sorry. There are a lot of businesses and stakeholders between this property and Everbank. And there is a lot of stakeholders. And your strategy in dealing with all of those stakeholders and businesses in protecting us with the thousands of things that you did, and then more importantly, the things we don't even know about that you protected us. Thank you. And last, Angie, you're our heart, you're our inspiration, you're Ambassador Kwan. I mean, it's everything. Come on. So our team will go to battle with you any day, every day. Let's go. Thank you. Yeah, go Spartans. To the Vision to Reality team, Joe came up with that, by the way. He takes full credit for it. It's patented. I want to thank WGI, architect, engineer. I want to thank Miller, the systems and the integration along this corridor, and so no one else can do it better than they did. Superior for flexing their muscle with the civil and infrastructure. All right, and then what you don't even see behind the scenes, what you don't see here is you see cybersecurity with Grayline. You see data, big data. This is a big data project with Urban SDK and so on. And I'm sure I'm forgetting other people, but I wanted to say thank you to the V2R team. We wouldn't be here without your effort and being all in on this project. With the close, what we start here is going to change the districts of downtown Jacksonville and the neighborhoods that I love through connection. And I can't wait. This is just the start. Thank you.
Wow, to speak to character, that says so much. And to move to the speed of trust, wow, that's all I can say. Well, now it is my privilege to introduce the visionary who led the charge, pushing boundaries, thinking beyond convention, and looking towards the future of transportation and bringing it to the present. A true innovator who has traveled literally the world to bring cutting-edge ideas home here to the River City. Because yes, they made Jacksonville their home. Please welcome the CEO of the Jacksonville Transportation Authority, Mr. Nat Ford.
Thank you, Dawn, and good morning to all of you. It is just such an honor to see all of your faces here at the Automation and Innovation Center here in La Villa. Today, it's clear, it is marking a defining moment in Jacksonville's journey, and it would not have been possible without all of you. Literally, the hundreds of JTA employees, both past and present, who have poured their talent, their passion, and their perseverance into this agency and into this project. I want to express my gratitude to our board of directors for challenging this team to think beyond conventional wisdom and look at some of the opportunities that these new technologies will bring to this community. You challenged this team to exceed expectations, and then you had unwavering engagement in terms of the work we were doing, and you gave us guidance. Representing our JTA board today, you've already heard from Vice Chair Andra Wallace. We're joined by Director Pat Sams and Director Elaine Brown. Welcome to the JTA family. And then we were also joined by former board chairs, Debbie Buckland, and I think Ari Jolly is somewhere in the audience somewhere. She was to join us also. Their commitment laid the groundwork for this moment, and their fingerprints are all over this building. Their foresight and courage to embrace innovation gave us the foundation to think boldly and act decisively. But perhaps most critically, this transformative project could not have taken shape without the steadfast support of our civic and government partners. Mayor Donna Deegan, thank you for your leadership. Also, we have to tip our hats to former Mayor Lenny Curry, who was part of the beginnings of this program. The members of the Jacksonville City Council who have joined us today, Councilman Boylan as well as Councilman Freeman, thank you for being here. And goes without saying, we have, I think, a remarkable council liaison in Dr. Rockman Johnson. I think it's just fantastic that your speech and you're being here with us today. Other partners that worked with us on this project, the Florida Department of Transportation, the U.S. Department of Transportation, the Florida Transportation Planning Organization. I saw my friend Jeff Sheffield in the audience also, and clearly the resilient and engaged La Villa community. We would not be here without their support. We also have a representative, our representative for the Commission of Florida Transportation, Rusty Roberts has joined us, so thank you for being here representing the FTC. Each of these partners have been instrumental in bringing this vision to life, not just in policy and funding, but through a shared belief in terms of what is truly possible. I'd like to also take a moment to recognize our former council liaison, Jacoby Pittman. She's joining us here today also to make sure that her vision is being realized. Where's Dr. Avendano? There you go. Dr. Avendano, you and your team were with us in the very beginning, and so I'm glad that Joe mentioned the partnership we've had with you in terms of FSCJ, developing that curriculum for the students and actually the workforce of the future. Thank you for your partnership. And then Lisa Bacot and the team at the Florida Public Transportation Association, who gave the JTA the responsibility and the opportunity to lead the statewide procurement for autonomous vehicles for the state of Florida, a key element in bringing Hold-On to this community. And then earlier this week, the JTA board approved a resolution to reserve 100 Hold-On vehicles for future phases of the U2C. Just a few years ago, La Villa was clearly a blank canvas with its rich history obscured. And thanks to the collaborative efforts of many, La Villa is now experiencing a renaissance and emerging as a thriving destination to live, work, and visit. It began with the JRTC back in 2020 when we opened up the JRTC, and now you're seeing this transformation with townhomes and housings and apartments coming into this rich community. In the coming years, you heard earlier with the UF campus project, this area will be a bustling area of graduate students who are working on incredible projects and innovative coursework, literally bringing a major campus just a few steps away from this facility. So today we are poised to cut the ribbon on another major project, one that we believe that will redefine mobility for downtown Jacksonville, not just today, but for generations going into the future. So I'd like to thank our partners at the Downtown Investment Authority and the Downtown Development Review Board for their feedback and support. This facility will serve as a gateway for deploying our fleet of autonomous vehicles for the Bay Street Innovation Corridor, as well as the entire U2C system. It will function as a state-of-the-art command center and our maintenance technology hub, a collaborative space where technology and ambition can converge. I'd like to extend my sincere gratitude to the Vision to Reality team, Balfour Beatty, Beep, Miller Electric, Urban SDK, Gray Line, England, Timms and Miller, and Kimley Horn, who worked with our staff in terms of overseeing the project. And then I've got a special friend, Vicki Cavey, the CEO of the JTA. I also like to call her Megawatt. So that's my nickname for Vicki. But Vicki, thank you to you and your team for getting us to where we are today. And there's a long list of subcontractors who poured their hearts and souls into this program. We set very high expectations, and you have consistently risen to the challenge. So thank you for your unending commitment. As we continue to celebrate these significant milestones in this ambitious project, I want to assure the citizens of this community and those visiting our great city that we are putting you at the forefront of every decision that we make. Every decision, every technology we adopt is driven by our desire to serve you better. Today, we are also thrilled to introduce the first Ford E-Transit vehicles. They are outfitted with an AXA autonomous vehicle technology kit that will be deployed along the Bay Street Innovation Corridor when service begins in the next couple of months. As many of you know, we have rigorously tested numerous prototype vehicles, both here in downtown Jacksonville, on the FSCJ campus, on the Mayo Clinic campus, and a key strength of the U2C program has been our flexibility. There is no guidepost. There is no other rules for us to follow in developing in this program, so all of the innovation and the development really came out of the brain power, horsepower, and courage of this team. And so it allowed us to adapt some of the latest technological advancements and seamlessly integrate new vehicles and systems into this program to meet the needs of our community. Our exciting journey begins today. Today, we're also, in cutting this ribbon, we are going to be unveiling the NAVI. NAVI is the Neighborhood Autonomous Vehicle Innovation Vehicle. So take a look over here to my right, your left. NAVI stands as more than just a first autonomous vehicle you'll see in the U2C program life. It's a bold declaration of intent. It represents the first tangible step in a transformative journey that will redefine how we move, how we connect, and how we shape the future of mobility here in Jacksonville. It's a symbol of our unwavering commitment to lead with innovation and to pursue efficiency with compromise. NAVI reminds us that the future is not something we wait for, it's something that we build together. And now, with immense pride and gratitude, it's my honor to welcome you to the beginning of this new chapter as we officially cut the ribbon on this Automation Innovation Center at La Villa. This facility is not just a home for technology, it's a launching pad for progress and a beacon of what's possible when bold vision meets action. So with that, let the journey begin. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for enjoying this technological advance here at the JTA. Thank you.
All right, so as they grab their scissors, we invite each of you to step to this side of the bay, if you will, for this historic moment, for the official ribbon cutting of our brand new first of its kind Autonomous Innovation Center, or AIC, situated right here in the heart of Jacksonville's historic La Villa neighborhood. This facility represents not just a physical transformation, but a bold leap into the future of mobility and innovation. So, everyone on this side, behind me, so that you can watch and have your beautiful pictures taken as well.
Dr. Avendano? Where's Vicky Cavey and Dr. Avendano?
Vicky Cavey and Dr. Okay. You got Dr. Avendano?
Should someone yell? Dr. A, Dr. Avendano.
Dr. Avendano? Oh, there we are, there we are. Hey. is officially open. Oh. And let the tours begin. Here's what I would like for you to do. In the red little bags that you have there, take your program out. In that program, on the left bottom side is a star. Take a look at the color of your star, and here's what's going to happen now. Listen carefully. Miss Terry, raise your hand. Miss